Hi everyone, I'm Marsha and welcome back to Art with Marsha. Today is one of those videos I've been dreaming about, making for quite a long time, because I'm finally filling what I consider my ultimate watercolor palette. As you know, this was actually generated with AI assistance as well, so we have great colors that mix well with others, as well as some beautiful convenience colors I have also. So over the years, I've tried many paints from many different manufacturers. Some colors surprised me, some disappointed me, and a few completely stole my heart, like opera pink. This palette isn't based on one brand. Instead, it's made up of what AI believe are the very best colors from some of the world's finest watercolor makers. As I fill each pan, I'll share why it was chosen, what makes it special, and what subjects it's perfect for, and some different favorite color combinations. If you're new to watercolor, don't worry. You don't need all 48 colors to create beautiful paintings. My hope is that this video inspires you, teaches you a little about color, and maybe helps you discover a few new favorites along the way. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's begin with the sunshine colors of the palette.
These include lemon yellow, Hansa yellow light, Airland hue, Indian yellow, new gamboge, and buff titanium. So without further ado, let's jump into the colors.
So color one is Schmincke Lemon Yellow. So why it made the palette? So this made the palette because it's one of the brightest yellows that I've ever used. It's cheerful, it's transparent, and it mixes beautiful. So what makes it special? That transparency. Being a bright, cool yellow, excellent light fastness, it's clean mixer because it doesn't become muddy easily. So that means it's perfect for spring flowers, daffodils, sunlit highlights. You'll see this with baby chicks, citrus fruits, when you want to see light filtering through the leaves. So I'm starting this color with the lemon yellow because this color
is great with all your spring flowers and daffodils. And also as a mixer, it's really good with phthalo blue to make fresh, luminous spring greens, or with quinacridone rose that will make luminous, glowing peaches. So just make sure your first layer is a nice, smooth wash and heavily diluted, and it will really increase the color of that light we're always trying to get in watercolor. Next up is Daniel Smith Hansa Yellow Light. Now this is another one that is beautifully transparent. It's the ultimate primary yellow because you can mix it cleanly to make greens and glowing oranges without making mud. This is extremely versatile for flutes, florals, any of those things. It's also beginner friendly. It's predictable and reliable, allowing you to build skills fast. But again, mixing this with French ultramarine makes a natural, hot, rich greens. Scarlet red will make it a vibrant, warm orange. And quinacridone magenta makes it clear, intense apricots. It's the most versatile yellow in the palette. It's the first one to reach for when mixing. It is a warm bias and bridges those cool, warm colors beautifully. This is also great in your fall leaves colors. So our next color is a specialty color by Roman Schmalz called Oiline Hue. I have this from some other manufacturers, but I ordered this one specifically from Europe to get his version. It is extremely creamy. It re-wets beautifully, and it just lays down on the paper as smooth as butter. But it's a gentle, glowing yellow with just a quiet beauty. So it's like early morning sunlight. You see how beautiful this lays down. It's great for those golden hour scenes of delicate florals or vintage inspired looks too. It melts down beautifully. And this one came in a pan. and only comes in pans from him. So I had to use a palette knife to get some of it out. And you'll see how it's creamy. It never actually fully hardens. So I'm doing my best to just chop out a section of this so that I can put it into my palette. This again mixes really well because of the smoothness of it. It can mix with quinacridone rose for muted peaches. It can match with cobalt blue for soft spring greens. And it works really great with yellow ochre to make rich antique golds. Again, this is one of those that's specialty. You have to get it from England. It's not available here in the US, but it's definitely something that you want to reach for. And then our next one, color number 4, is Indian Yellow. This is from Winsor Newton. This is a rich, warm yellow. So this one mixes good with your warm colors. It's highly luminous and transparent as well. This one has really good light fastness from the Winsor & Newton. It is a strong mixer. Again, it mixes with those warm colors. So more of your burnt siennas, ultramarine. And just look at how this color glows, even when it's diluted. I dilute this down quite a bit to show. It looks almost orange on the screen, but it's just a really beautiful deep yellow. And then this mixes, like I said, with Indian Yellow mixes with burnt sienna to make Autumn Magic. It's a deep amber, more like a harvest warm. So you would use this in your fall foliage, like with pumpkins and such. The olive green makes it that rich, multiple color for leaves. And then deep orange, where it's a glowing fire, intense warmth. And now on to our 5th color, Daniel Smith's New Gamboge. New Gamboge was a new one for me. It's like if Indian Yellow was sunshine, New Gamboge is a sunshine with some personality. Again, it's a deeper yellow, so it's still bold. It's a warm yellow with a bright orange bias. This is also incredibly user-friendly, and it works great on sunsets, floral centers, fall foliage, things like that. Even your pumpkins can come out in this. And so when we mix it with Parallel Scarlet, we get glowing, luminous oranges. Mix it with Undersea Green, makes natural, earthy foliage. French Ultramarine makes rich olive and moss greens. And then Quinacridone Rose makes it a warm apricot. So it's great in some pet portraits as well if you need that warmer tone for some of the shadows. You could also use this, for example, with birds, little goldfinches, or sunset skies making that orange glow on the horizon. So again, it's more orange bias than Indian Yellow, but reach for it when you need heat and energy in your painting. We move on now to Buff Titanium, our last color to do today. This is the color of natural things. So think of soft seashells or some animal fur or feathers, right? So this it's semi-opaque, but it's also granulating. And that's, I think, what it creates is that beautiful texture, especially when you're doing the fur or beach shells, things like that, where you want it a little bit more granulated and show that you have more colors than just a white color. This mixes beautifully with many colors. So adds to ultramarine blue, which is a granulating color as its own, and that's what you'll use to make realistic stone and concrete type textures. Burnt sienna makes golden animal fur for dogs or horses. Payne's gray is great for weathered buildings and aged wood. And then you can mix this with really any bright color. It will mute it down, more like a pastelish color, but it will make it look more natural and realistic of a color. Again, it's granulating. It's muting to tone down neons and chromas. It's great for sandy landscapes and weathered material. So this brings us to the end of our first set of 6 colors in our Ultimate Palette created by AI. So we went from the lightest of the lemon yellow all the way up through buff titanium. We had 4 different manufacturers of colors to bring it all together. So which one was your favorite? Which one do you think you'll reach for most? Remember to subscribe for all of my upcoming palette swatching. Next, we have part 1B, which will be oranges and reds. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to talk to you again soon. Bye.